Welcome back to ALECTV. I'm Tom McLaughlin, coming to you once again from the States and Nation Policy Summit in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm joined now by Mark Pischea of the Conservative Energy Network. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Welcome to Scottsdale. First things first, what is the Conservative Energy Network? What do you guys do?
So the Conservative Energy Network is a national network of state chapters of conservatives who are working with local Republicans, policymakers, elected officials, community leaders to build a conservative policy framework to grow our nation's clean energy sector.
Cool. So then, in that case, why ALEC? What's so important for you guys to come here and be part of this conference?
Well, ALEC is an important place for idea exchange and to talk with like-minded elected officials who are eager to address this issue in a more meaningful way than Republicans have done so, particularly over the past few decades. So it's an exciting time, and ALEC is a place where, we think we can have a profound impact.
Great. So on the front of conservative energy policy, is there any big things to write home about that you've gotten accomplished this year that have happened in that particular sphere?
Well, our focus is just on state capitals,
right.
And we don't have a position on climate. We're agnostic on climate. We're just about clean energy jobs, economic development. And so I would say, one of our biggest achievements this year was from our South Carolina team passing the South Carolina Energy Freedom Bill, which will bring more competition into the marketplace in South Carolina and hopefully start to make a real difference for ratepayers in the state.
Awesome. So energy competition, what's so important about that? What is it, and what's so important about having that in your state?
Well, it depends on the state that you're from, but some states have an investor-owned monopoly, utility-regulated model. Other states have more of a free market kind of model. And what we're seeing, what would be a logical projection for those of us who are free marketeers, is that when you have an open market, competition drives prices down. It drives up the progress of technology and benefits ratepayers. And so, we're working with legislators to introduce those kinds of systems. It's not an easy solution. You've got a lot of capital investment. You've got a lot of infrastructure out there. And so how we transition from how we created energy in the past to how we're creating it in the future is something that Republicans need to be a part of.
Right. What is like a example of a competitive environment versus kind of a over-regulated environment as far as energy policy goes?
Good question. I would say let's look at Texas and California as two unique models. California, not surprisingly, sought to build out their clean energy infrastructure, expand renewables through regulation, subsidies, mandates, lots more government. Texas did it by opening up markets, adding competition, and creating a more level playing field where all generators can compete. And the result today is Texas has more wind than California, which is not something everybody knows, and that California's energy market is, again, a mess. So, we want to see more Texases and less Californias.
Absolutely. So what's your message today to legislators here at ALEC and across the country when considering conservative energy policies?
Clean energy in particular, is an important issue, not just from a policy perspective, but part of our message is it's also an important political issue. It's an issue that matters deeply to key independent voters that are going to be important in the 2020 election and beyond. College-educated voters, suburban females, younger voters, we know the type.
Absolutely.
Who may not agree with us on marriage or guns or abortion or immigration. So we got to have some way to communicate with those voters, some way for our candidates to communicate with those voters, and this provides an important bridge to bridge that gap.
Absolutely. Well, Mark, I want to thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You taking the time. Mark Pischea, everybody. Keep it right here. We're going to have lots more from ALECTV. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.